And happy first week of school for those that have started school today, whether you be in high school or college. Hey everyone, welcome back to aDashofMo, and happy first week of school for those that have started school today, whether you be in high school or college. So today I'm going to be doing Q&A Sunday, and then I'll be going into my week 4 medical school update. First question of Q&A Sunday is, I love your videos. Thank you. They are really helpful, but I'm really curious how you asked your undergrad professors for a recommendation letter. Okay, so I had to get 2 letters of recommendation from 2 science professors, and then I had to get one from my academic advisor, and then one from the doctor that I shadowed. And so how I approached the undergrad professors was I basically emailed them first, and I told them that I really wanted them to write my letters of recommendation, and then they emailed me back they emailed me back telling me what they needed from me. One of them needed my personal statement, and then the other one, he knew me pretty well, so he didn't need my personal statement. But there's a lot of information you need to give your undergrad professors, like how they turn in the letters of recommendation, because some medical schools, they require you to send it in electronically, so you just have to do your research. You're making it as easy as possible for your professors to do your letter of recommendation and submit it in on time. And also just make sure to kindly remind them from time to time that if it's getting closer to the deadline and they still haven't turned it in, just like shoot them an email and tell them, like, hi, just a friendly reminder about my letter of recommendation. And they should be able to give it to you. They should be able to submit it on time if you gave them ample amount of time to do it. I'd say a good 4 to 8 weeks is a good it's a good time to ask your undergrad professors for a letter of recommendation. So thank you for your question. The next one is, do you plan to attend all lectures or only some? In my school, I have to attend all the lectures, so I do plan on attending all the lectures. I don't plan on skipping out. Plus, I learn better in class. I know some people, they learn better on their own, but I learn better listening to the professor and taking notes while looking at the lecture slides. So yes, I do plan on attending all the lectures. Next question. Okay, I have another kind of random question. What would you say the age range is of students in your class? I ask because I'm a non-traditional student. I'm currently doing a post-bac program, and I'll be 27 when I enter medical school. Okay, so for our class, it differs for every medical school, but for our class, the average age is 24. Personally, I am below that average, but that's okay. There was one student who was a 4th year when I interviewed, so he's probably already graduated, but he was 39, so he was very encouraging of us interviewees. He was telling us, if I can do it, y'all can do it. So like he said, if he can do it, then you can do it too, and that's okay. You don't have to be young to get into medical school, and you don't have to be old either. Medical school is so great because everyone of all types of ages can go into medical school. But I would say the youngest in our class, she was 21, but she turned 22. Then the oldest in our class, I believe he has a PhD, so I'm not sure how old he is. But the 4th year student should give you, the 39-year-old 4th year students should give you a good idea of the diversity of ages in medical school. And then the next question is, thanks again, here's another. Can you describe your shadowing/volunteer experience? I'm currently volunteering at a hospice office. However, finding physicians to shadow seems to be more difficult. Thanks. So it was kind of crazy how I stumbled upon the doctor that I ended up shadowing for 3 summers straight. I worked at my dentist's office, and they asked me what kind of doctor did I want to be, and I told them a pediatrician, but specifically I'm looking into neonatology. And so they just happened to know a neonatologist who brought her kids to the same dentist office as me. And they said, why don't you give her a call and let her know that you're interested. And I'm sure she'll be okay with you shadowing her. So I did. I gave her a call. I emailed her as well. And she was so nice. I mean, you can tell we had a really great relationship if she let me shadow her for 3 summers in a row. All those summers were so eventful, and I learned so much from her. So how you go about shadowing a doctor is if you have a certain specialty you're interested, just Google them and then just kindly give them a call or send an email and just say, hi, I am interested in going into medical school and I would like to gain some shadowing experience specifically in your field. And the worst that can happen is they say no, but that's why you contact a handful of them, just so that if one says no, then you have other options out there. So yeah, just do your research and don't be afraid to get in contact with them and make the first move, because you never know what can happen. So yes, and that was the doctor that I shadowed for 3 summers straight. She ended up being the one to write one of my letters of recommendation that I was able to send out to medical school. So she was able to really put in her input of me, since she knew me for so long. Okay, thank you so much for all your questions for Q&A Sunday. Keep them coming for next week. Also, just wanted to let y'all know that I will have a special guest next week on Q&A Sunday. My boyfriend is coming into town, and so if you have any questions about long distance relationships or about us, then you can definitely leave a comment or like my Facebook page and follow me on other social medias, and you can use the hashtag askmo, and we will answer your questions for you then. And also, just a little background information about us. We've been together for over 7 years, and just if you have any questions about that, then just let us know. Going into my week 4 medical school update. So on this week, I am really glad that I meal prepped, because it makes life so much easier and so much efficient. So I'm going to start meal prepping now every single week. And I suggest, even if you're not in medical school too, to start that when you're in college or in high school. And it really helps you to limit eating out, and you actually know what's going into your ingredients that you're making and consuming in your body. So that's great. Also, this week, I was busy studying, or trying to study for the Friday's test. So I was just trying to keep up with all the rest of my classes while trying to retain and learn information for Friday's test, because they tested us on things that we learned Thursday for Friday's test. So that was an experience, and it was a little stressful, but I made it through. So hopefully I did well on my test. And also, week 4, what happened? Then aside from that, was just busy studying for that test, and we have another test coming up September 8th, so it will be my first OPMP test, so I'm getting ready for that one. And then week 4 has just been, it was kind of a tiring week, but I was trying to make it through, and all my classmates, it's just great to be with people that are experiencing the same thing as you, because y'all are all basically going through the same thing, and y'all all have the same feels, and y'all can just all vent to each other, and it's really great. So week 4 has been okay, and I look forward to the weeks to come. So I can't believe I'm done with a month of medical school. So thank you so much for y'all's questions again, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, I'm going to try and maybe vlog in the near future. Maybe after I see how these next few tests are going, I'll see if I can put up a vlog for y'all, since y'all seem to like that a lot. And then also, don't forget to follow me on social media, and don't forget to leave questions for me for next week's Q&A Sunday. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future videos. Bye!